What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. And many of you guys are having issues with training points, and it's gotten to the point where you guys are like, yo, we need some advice with a lot of the things that are going on. I appreciate you guys reaching out to me, regardless of whoever else is putting out videos, because obviously that means a lot that you guys would wait, even though I know some of you guys are cheating on me with other YouTubers. It's all good, bro. Don't lie to me. Don't write in the comments, oh, you're my only one. Yo, bro, keep it real. You know what I'm saying, bro? Bro, you stepped out on me, bro. You stepped out on our marriage. Don't worry about it. It's all good, though. I'm just playing Chris Tucker from Rush Hour. But listen, let's go ahead and get down to really what's going on, all right? Many of you guys are having issues with upgrading your players, and I hear your voices, and it's time for you to know exactly what I do in order to upgrade my players the way that it is. Now, for those of you guys that are new to Madden, you may have missed out on the fact that EA gave us a ridiculous amount of training back after there was like a situation where they took away our abilities. Some of you guys got training and you never even played the game. You logged in like, yo, I got 50,000 training. You guys are just really, really lucky. But outside of that, there are different ways that you can go ahead and get your team upgraded to the max. Now, right now, you can see that I'm down to 72 training because I recently just added a lot of monsters. Joe Thomas, Gene Upshaw, Travis Frederick, Brandon Sheriff. I just added those guys, and I've also upgraded Aaron Donald using, I had to do some training, then I had to use the power pass, etc., etc. But you can see Julius Peppers. I keep my guys on my squad powered up because they don't play the same unless they are powered up. And that's just the way that EA has the game designed. So that's why everybody is trying to figure out the best ways to go ahead and get your training points up to get your squad looking so beastly. Because you know, listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now, right? When you log in and you go into a game and a dude's running around with a 95 overall Randy Moss and you're looking at it like, yo, what is going on? And then he proceeds to burn you deep for 6, you start to understand that this is probably not the game you want to be playing today. So now let me just go ahead and show you, where's Randy Moss at? Where is he at? Am I missing something? I don't see him. Where's Randy? Okay, there he is. He's just hiding over there. All right, so look, you're looking at these numbers. You're like, yo, what's going on? How are we doing all of this? It's so much coins. It's so much training points. What's happening? All right, number one thing, Falcon fans, close your ears because we're going to be looking at a player that sucks. But again, Matt Ryan, he has all these yards. He has all those things. He will only be remembered for 28-3. Okay, that's what he'll be remembered for. And EA Sports is doing us a good, good service by putting him out as a limited, and then now we get a series redux with him, and the dude's garbage. So people are going to put him up for very, very cheap. Now we're going to start off with the fact that the 90 overalls are going for 130. Okay, is that a good card? Yes. But let's go ahead and take a look because that's like what, like 49.70 or something like that. Let's take a look at something else though. Let's take a look at Matt Ryan and his series redux, right? Now, you can see 280. You can get this card certain times of the day for like 240, 230. And that's pretty much 10,000 training, okay, for 240. So you're looking at another 100K right here. Like with the way everything works out, this card is going to be something that's going to be bought so regularly. Now, there are other cards that you might sneak in there where you'll be able to snipe it. But this guy right here, he sucks. So he's going to be a guy that we need to look out for and kind of figure out, like, should we be trying to cop him every chance we get? Now, the Weekend League rewards are going to be coming out. For those of you guys that do solo battles, you'll be getting those rewards. I would definitely look for him around 240 because people get desperate. Now, his numbers are decent. It's not like in the game he's like a bad card. You can look at it and say, yeah, whatever. But, like, we all know what this guy's doing out there, dog. Like, look, don't try to act like everybody don't know this dude's garbage. Like, you can say whatever you want to me. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, we got to go back to 28-3. Like, that's pretty much where I'm going to go with it. So, with that being said, and Deshaun Watson's 91 being 509 and this guy being a 92 and being 280, you kind of realize what's going on. You also realize that if you wanted to accumulate with the way that this is, the 127, obviously that would be 254. So that would be less than this, and then you would get the same amount of training. So you could always double up on that. But this is extremely great training numbers, okay, with Phillip Rivers. Now, Phillip Rivers, in my opinion, is not trash, but he's a 90 overall card, and we have to take advantage of that. So when you look at the way that everything is, if I needed training for any of my players right now, I would focus in on Series Redux quarterbacks. Phillip Rivers, 90 overall. That's what I would focus on for right now, because based on all of you scientists that, leave comments on my videos, when you do the mathematical equations about the cost per training, this is just like, you're getting away with it right here. but he still won't sell because people that already have excessive amounts of training are not buying it, or they're not aware of what's going on, or they're buying the wrong cards. You see what I'm saying? Like, some people just go out and they don't have the information, so they just look and try to get cards for the highest training, and they miss out. So with that being said, you could look at Matt Ryan, and if he comes down to about 240, like, you know, pretty much I got one of them. I think I got him for like 245 when I was upgrading my whole offensive line. Now he's up a little bit because people are trying to make a little bit more. I don't think it makes sense to buy that, obviously, with 254 right there twice. You're going to get the same amount for this one. But these two players, right? These two players right now are going to be the top bids. Now, why is it very, very important for you guys to get this cheap training? I'm going to go ahead and go back to my squad now and kind of give you some more insight into it. If you don't do the right thing by your team and give them abilities and give them, you know, whatever, if you don't have them upgraded, you are going to lose a lot of games in Madden 20, okay? I know you guys want to go back to the days where it was like, all right, bro, can I just go out there with my player and he plays well? All of us would love that. Well, for the most part, most of us would. Some of you guys really like the new method. Me personally, I don't like the abilities too much. Like, if I have Randy Moss, I just want Randy Moss to go out there and do what Randy Moss does. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have a player on your team that can counteract what Randy Moss does, then that's your problem. You see what I'm saying? Because that's why it's Ultimate Team. We're trying to build the best team. Whether you're no money spent, however it is, when you go out on the field, we are competing against each other for the best team. So my Randy Moss should not be getting mossed by a dude that's 4'11". You see what I'm saying? And the dude's picking him off with an animation. That should not happen. However, it does. And it happens way often than not. So these animations are very, very vicious and wild, but yet still, you can still get an advantage by putting these, these players in the position to make plays out there. Now, as far as like the team chemistries and what you should be using your training points on, that all varies. Okay, it varies because we're gonna dispute this over and over again about why I went with Sprinter and I took the minus strength as opposed to going with Brawler and losing the agility and accelerations. The debate over Sprinter versus Brawler really boils down to this: what do you want to lose, right? What do you want to lose right now? If you go over to Sprinter, let's just take a look at it, right? I'm losing strength and I'm losing agility, but I'm gaining acceleration and gaining the speed. Obviously, Brawler does the same thing, but just pay attention, right? What would you rather have, acceleration or agility? Now, that is very, very, it's delicate. And let me explain why it's delicate. A guy like Saquon Barkley, he makes his living off of his agility. You guys know what I'm talking about. He moves in and out of the hole. You know what I'm saying, bro? I'm not talking about your moms. I'm just talking about like in the actual gameplay. He moves in and out of the holes very, very easy. Like, if you're running and you're still holding the turbo button, players with high agility can move easily. When you drop under 90, you do notice the difference, but he doesn't drop under 90 with the -2. You see what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't drop under that. I don't want my skilled players to really drop under 90 if they're a running back. When it's the wide receiver, it's a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, I'm just trying to moss you. Like, if you guys know what's up, look, hey, I'm coming out, I'm trying to moss you. I don't care about your problems. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, you're going to lose 1 agility with this, and then you lose 1 acceleration. So, and then you gain the strength, okay, with Brawler. Now, we can debate it and say, you know, do I really notice a difference with the -1 excel? You know what I'm saying? We could debate it. And some of you guys are very, very right. You may notice differences with the strength overall. You do still get the +2 speed. If I wanted to, I could just lose the 90% and go back and pretty much put Brawler on everybody, and it probably would enhance the squad. But I just wanted the excel. You see what I'm saying? Because what happens is when you have a guy that's trying to press you into the dirt, you know, like, put it like this, right? I played a guy the other day, it was during Weekend League, and the dude was pressing Randy Moss, and I'm sitting there like, what's going on? What's happening, right? And he was also pressing T.O., and T.O. has a very, very high beat press. So I'm saying to myself, what's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is really going on right now? But after they finally get off of it, the acceleration that they have is so crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it takes them to that next level. So if we were to lose, say we lose the acceleration, say T.O. loses that excel, and then he goes down to 92 and it still has a 94 speed. You may not think that acceleration matters, but it looks like it does. Now, if you guys want me to experiment and go to Brawler and then test it out to see if it's really like a noticeable difference, I will do that. I will check it out. I will see exactly what's going on with it, because you guys may have a point with it. Where's his beat press rating? I'm trying to go to that. There it is. So he has that 94, and you'll play a guy, right, that will like, he'll press you so hard you'll end up in the stands, and you're like, yo, this guy has a 94 beat press, what's going on? But like I said, I don't know what the mechanics is behind that, because even when it's like Jalen Ramsey or whatever, sometimes the jam is all the way up the field, and you guys know what I'm talking about. You're supposed to get 5 yards. Dudes be jamming you for like 10 yards, 15 yards, and you can never get off the play. Before you know it, you're sacked. But again, with every little bit of acceleration, it may make a difference. Now, when I'm saying that it may make a difference, you know, it all depends. It depends on what you're trying to do, because it's a reason why EA gives you that acceleration like that with 1, and then they take the strength away. You see what I'm saying? Because they want to know, like what do you really want? Do you want that strength, or do you want the acceleration? Because it has to do something with the fact that the players just overall play better when they're faster. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was thinking with it. And you know, many of you guys are like, yo, the brawler is the sickest one. And you guys might be right, but the only reasoning behind why you're right is because we need a certain amount of players to ultimately get that brawler, and a lot of it might go to your linemen, and you're probably saying that excessive strength is gonna boost your linemen, you know, the way you want. So what I did was I put it on other players and let my linemen not lose the strength. So you see what I'm saying? But would +2 strength benefit Travis Frederick? He's already a 90 strength. So would 92 make that much of a difference? You know, Gene Upshaw, would that make that much of a difference? You know, Joe Thomas getting over the 90, maybe it would make a difference with him. You see what I'm saying? But is it something that is that important when we don't have it on those key guys? Now, when we go to the defensive side, you know, my D tackles having it on them, I could see the debate about it, because you're like, yo, what's going on? Like, for instance, Aaron Donald, he loses strength right here. He's down to minus, you know, the -2. He could be at a 96. Would that make a big difference? You know what I'm saying? Would that make my defense just crazy? If you guys want, you know what I'm saying? If that's what you guys want, I will literally go through and add brawler to the entire team and then test it out. All you got to do, if you want me to test it out for you guys, is put test. Write test in the comments, and I'll do it and kind of see. But if I see a difference in the way Randy Moss is running with that acceleration, with that acceleration being gone, I got to go back, because I see how he moves when he has the +2. So if you take away the 1, you see what I'm saying? Like, it might change up what he's doing, and I just don't want to have to deal with that. I really don't want to go into a game where, because most of the players that I'm playing, you know, they do have some type of version of Deion Sanders. So you need every bit of acceleration. You need every bit of it. So, you know, we could take a look at it. Obviously, with the way they separate it, you get -1 and -1, so you're not losing all of the agility. So that might be a little bit better. And then, the strength may add a different dimension to, you know, your overall squad that will make them better. So I'll wait to see what you guys say, and then I'll go from there. And then guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go buy Phillip Rivers. You know what I'm saying? I might as well now. I'm dead broke anyway. I got 181,000 coins. Like, I might as well do it right now. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my own advice. And I'm going to know that based on the way you guys do it, and you treat me like a guinea pig, you're going to want me to experiment. So I'm going to go ahead and do what this video was all about. And I'm going to check for Phillip Rivers and see what he's doing right now. He should be, he should be about 127 or whatever, unless we see something else cheaper. And then we'll just go ahead and grab him real quick. So, and figure out, okay, so he's at 130 now. So the dude's trying to come up. You see what I'm saying, bro? He's trying to sneak up there, trying to loot. Bro, yo, hey, you trying to take 3K from us? You trying to take 3K though, Phillip? Like, bro, you garbage though. Like, what are you doing out here in these streets? All right, so he's still there for 127. So I'll use my advice. I'll grab him for the 127, and then I'll quick sell him. And then I know now that when you savages are like, yo, bro, try brawler, I'm ready for it. You know what I'm saying? I'll have the training, and then I'm going to get back my 90%, so I won't have to spend that much more. And then we'll see if the impact of strength actually influences everything more than, you know, having the acceleration. And that's pretty much, you know, what I'm going to be doing right now, because I already know I got to prepare to do it. Because once you guys start writing it, and like 50 of you guys write it, like test, I'm done. But it is what it is. I'm going to talk to you guys and girls next time. You have a great day. One love, y'all.